look back at my old life, it's hard to believe that that was really me and that those things really happened. But all I have to do is look through some old photos or flick through an old journal or maybe bump into a friend from the past and I'm right back there. And God reminds me exactly what pit he plucked me from. My life felt mediocre, full of very high highs, but even worse, enduring lows. Before I was a Christian, my life was characterised by three main things really, all of which linked to each other. As a young woman, I struggled with ongoing insecurity and low self-esteem. Those normal teenage feelings led to more serious depression, anxiety, and eventually self-harm. I felt worthless, my behaviour was out of control, and I feared that I would always feel that low. So I looked to boyfriends for reassurance and security. What I was left with was psychologically abusive, damaging, selfish relationships with guy after guy. I would hurt them to feel a sense of control, and they would hurt me because I would take it. For the next 6 years, I looked for security and love in many different places, including the clubbing lifestyle and drinking, my job in a pub, and many more relationships. But I never found what I was looking for. Then 18 months ago, God called me home. It felt quite random really, and was definitely unexpected. I just got to a point in my life where I was saying to myself, there's got to be more to life than this. So I attended a church meeting and was persuaded to do a course called Why Jesus. During that time, I heard many talks on the gospel of Jesus Christ. It was everything I needed to hear, and although I was sad for the hurt that I'd been through and the years I'd lost, I had this amazing sense that this is where my life would begin. A few weeks after attending church one Sunday evening, I was thinking about a challenging preach I'd heard that morning about marriage and relationships. I ended up in a bit of a state, so I rang my sister and her now fiancé Sam and asked them to come over. They took me for a drive, and I basically told them that I didn't feel like I was worth God's love and that I couldn't change. They simply turned to me and said, "Do you want to change?" I replied, "Yes." And then Sam said, "Well, do you believe that Jesus Christ died for all the things you've done wrong in your life?" For the first time, I truly believed it. And then Sam asked me, "Well, do you want to turn away from your old life and become a Christian?" And I replied, "What now?" And as he swung the car to the side of the road, he said, "Well, there's no time like the present." At that point, Sam left the car, and me and Amy prayed together. She took me through a prayer of commitment, where I vowed to pursue a relationship with Jesus from now on. The evening ended with Amy telling me that there was a party going on in heaven. Since then, my life has been significantly transformed. I'm a completely different person. I'm happy, I'm secure. So many of my relationships have been restored, especially with my sisters, and so many old wounds and scars have been healed. I've even been blessed with a wonderful boyfriend who loves God just as much as I do. So you might be thinking, another testimony that I can't relate to, or that's nice for you, but it's just not for me. Well, I would say that is exactly how I used to feel. I thought I knew who God was. I thought I knew what church was all about, but I was wrong. Society and my experiences have led me to believe many lies about God, church, and these people who call themselves Christians. But I would suggest you find out the truth for yourself about a God who saves. If you have questions, ask them, because I can guarantee you that a life walking with God does not disappoint. It only leads to hope.